What's up, Mariner fans? Better go grab your trains because it's time to talk Mariners baseball here at the MarinersWrld Podcast. We're going to start off here talking about the recap of a Mariners loss tonight of opening night against the Boston Red Sox. 6-4 is your final score. Luis Castillo takes the loss against Brian Bale and the Boston Red Sox with Kenley Jansen picking up the save. Mariners only able to score 4 runs through 9 innings, got 8 hits with 1 error. Boston with 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Castillo goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 earned run with a 7.2 ERA for opening night. Brian Bale, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 home run with a 3.60 ERA. It was a tough one for our Seattle Mariners here at opening night against the Boston Red Sox as we fall short once again. Fall short in opening night, 6-4. Start the season off 0-1. Recap I would like to do. I took some notes throughout the game for recaps in each inning. I'm gonna go through the recap, and then we're gonna do a recap of our starting lineup from JP all the way down to Rojas, plus pitch hitters that played tonight in today's game. We will also go through each and everyone's outings that came out of the bullpen. With their finishing stat lines of the game, and we'll go and talk about my thoughts about the post game and talking about overall performance and what I would like to see going into game 2, what we as us fans may want to see in game 2, and what we could look forward to from George Kirby on the mound tomorrow night, taking on the Boston Red Sox and Nick Pivetta. All right, first inning, Luis Castillo goes 2 Ks in the first inning. Looking great. Command looked a little sloppy. Julio, JP with an ugly at bat. Not the best leadoff you would like to hopefully get. I mean, it's always hard to lead off to start the game off. No one really comes in great. Some people get hits. Some people, it's kind of rare at times to get a leadoff home run. If you follow me on Twitter at MarinersWrld, you would know I put a big take that I said JP will lead the game off with a leadoff home run. I was incorrect. First inning, though, we had Castillo once again with 2 strikeouts. Like I said, command issue. Julio goes on a 2-2 pitch, doubles right down right field line. Jorge Polanco comes up, gets a nice little single in the right field. Puts Julio over on third with Tyler O'Neill grabbing the ball and throwing it in at home, hitting his cutoff man to make sure Julio does not try to advance to home to give the Mariners a 1-0 lead at bottom of the first. Mitch Garver comes up and sadly hits into a double play to end what could potentially been a scoring inning. Mariners finish the first inning 0-0 ball game. We go into the second inning. Castillo, command, just has no control of his pitches. His pitching, he had the velo, the movement was there. He was just unable to find the strike zone in tonight's game, which cost him. Because I feel like if he did, we would have seen at least 6 2/3 at best 7 innings pitched from Luis Castillo. And our bats just first inning could have scored. Second inning comes in, bats just were not that great from Cal, Haniger, Canzone. I want to say Ty France. If not, I was wrong, but pretty sure it was just Cal, Haniger, and Canzone in the second inning. Our bats so far looking very well, struggling to hit Bayo's changeup. Bayo was very well on it tonight with his changeup. Third inning, we got Luis Castillo able to get 2 outs right away. And Devers comes up with an 0-1 2-seam fastball going away from him, and he's able to hit it for an oppo over to the M's bullpen for an oppo taco, give him the Red Sox an early 2-0 lead, top of the third. After that, Castillo's able to shut it down. Going in the bottom of the third, Rojas, we get 2 outs. Rojas gets a hold of a good ball, not able to exactly be in play. Falls right at the warning track at right field. In right field, Tyler O'Neill makes the catch. Bale holds the Mariners to a 1-2-3. Bottom of the third, not great. A big fourth inning was where I feel like it really fell for Luis Castillo with his performance went downhill. Jaron Duran singles. Yoshida goes doubles, bringing Duran over to third. So we have runners on second and third. Rojas receives a grounder, tries to make the play at home, throws it at home. Sadly goes off of Tyler O'Neill. I don't know why I just said Duran. I just noticed that. Throws it off of the back of the helmet of Tyler O'Neill as he slides into home plate to give the Red Sox a 3-0 lead. Counts as an error for the Mariners. Cal goes, picks off Cedane Rafaela to end the inning. To end the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth, you have Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver hits one off to probably summertime weather. It's probably a dead center home run. But tonight, Mitch Garver hits one to the edge of the grass in center field. Mitch Haniger goes, sees the first pitch and knocks it out of the park over to right field. Mariners behind 3-2. Mitch Haniger with his second at bat of the game with a 2-run blast to right field. It's a nice scene. Fifth inning, Castillo collects his fifth strikeout. Castillo it was kind of like all over the place. I will say the tonight's game was not the best command strike zone. His strike zone seemed to be shifted a lot to the right. So if you missed the strike zone over on the right side, he was calling it a strike. It was a lot of sloppy. I mean, it was both sides. Both sides got sloppy calls. It wasn't the worst umping, but it was also some bad calls. Not the best. Could be better. That led to Castillo's struggles continued as Devers keeps on hitting off of Castillo after Devers looks to have a big night tonight in what led to a Boston Red Sox 6-4 victory over the Seattle Mariners, who moved Jaron Duran to third. Castillo walks Story to load the bases with only one out, top of the fifth. He's able to get Tristan Casas to ground out to Polanco. Polanco makes a diving grab, struggles to get the ball out the glove and out the hands over to J.P. Crawford in order for a double play, but only he's able to get it out in time to get Trevor Story for the force out at second base. And runner scores, makes it a 4-2 ball game. Entering the bottom of the fifth, Rojas gets a nice single to left field, and after that, Bayo shuts us down. Nothing happens in the bottom of the fifth. Castillo finishes the game with 5 innings pitched. Salcedo enters the game in the sixth inning, strikes out the first batter. Cedane Rafaela lines the ball down to left field Ken zone, very slow to get to the ball and bring it back into play, throwing it to JP before Cedane Rafaela notices that and pushes it for a triple. This one eventually cost us, where Salcedo gives up a bloop single over to right field from Connor Wong that scores Cedane Rafaela from third. Red Sox send their lead 5-2. We go on the bottom of the sixth. Polanco launches a ball. Was looking like he was going to go over that right field wall. Was praying for it. No, falls short. Falls right there at the wall as Tyler O'Neill's sitting there waiting for the ball to come down to him. Very close to it. Was about 2 to 3 feet away from going over that wall. Would have been amazing for him to go 2 for 4 tonight. Well, 2 for 3. Because he did get hit by a pitch in tonight's game. Garver just has another poor at bat. Isaiah Campbell did come in and shut down the Mariners. Definitely had a big revenge outing, making the Mariners, trying to show the Mariners they made a mistake trading him to Boston. Boston definitely got a good reliever. I think Isaiah Campbell's going to be a great one for them. Seventh inning comes in. Cody Bolton just is thriving off of the hype he received from spring training. Continued it. Went 1, 2, 3, shutting down the Boston Red Sox at the top of the seventh. Great outing from him. Loved what I saw. And bottom of the seventh, we got Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger gets a single, moving up his stats to 2 for 3 on the day. Dylan Moore comes in, pitch hits for Dom Canzone against the lefty Rodriguez. Dylan Moore gets to a 2-2, maybe a 1-2 count. Don't remember exactly the count. Gets a ball bottom middle of the strike zone, hits it, carries it all the way out to the J-Rod's section over there in right center field, making bringing the score to the Mariners 4, Red Sox 5. We're still not leading. We're still losing. Demo, showing that spring training may not have been a fluke. We may be witnessing a breakout season for Dylan Moore, which would be great because if Urias and Rojas maybe struggle at third base, maybe Moore gets that starting third base role, maybe he stays as a bench and be a great impact bat off the bench. I prefer that, hopefully, and Luis Urias does pitch hit for Ross once again because of going up against a lefty. So we have a lefty versus a righty matchup right here. Urias gets hits the ball, swings a little early, fouls off a couple good pitches. Would have been nice if they got put into play, but he does end the inning with a strikeout. Scott Service elects to keep Cody Bolton in game over putting in Ryan Stank for the 8th inning. First pitch, Bolton throws at the top of the 8th, leads to a Tyler O'Neill first pitch home run over in right center field of O'Neill, making MLB history with 5 consecutive opening day home runs. Congrats to him, former Mariners prospect. If you're wondering, how is he a Mariners prospect? He was part of the Marco Gonzalez trade back in 2017, 2018. Don't quote me, I don't exactly remember the year. I know it was one of those 2 years. It was before the rebuild, I believe. We got Marco Gonzalez, so Tyler O'Neill was part of that trade over to St. Louis before Boston acquired him this offseason. Julio gets very unlucky and just terrible. I don't know exactly. Can't really get into much detail. I really don't know exactly how I want to explain it, how my thoughts and feelings are really on it. Julio does get quick pitched by Chris Martin to start the bottom of the 8th and ends with a strikeout, top of the strike zone. He hits him with that quick pitch. Polanco chases a high fastball from Chris Martin, strikes out. Not good. Not to start the 8th inning. It's not looking good. Looking like we're definitely going to take the L. Garver comes in, hits a ball off the left field wall for a double. Gets his first hit as a Seattle Mariner. Congrats to Mitch Garver. Hopefully more to come and better performances than what he had tonight. Cal struggled. Cal did not have a game against the Boston Red Sox after last season hitting 5 home runs in 6 games against Boston. Hopefully this is the one game he just doesn't do good, and the rest he just smashes against them. But Cal grounds out again and continues to have stopped contact and hit nothing but grounders for the game. We enter the 9th inning where Austin Voth, the kid from Renton that we signed from the Baltimore Orioles in free agency, has some good things. Got runners on base. I know Jarren Duran was on second. Travis Story's up the bat. Travis Story to ground out to Luis Urias. Luis Urias hesitates whether he wants to tag Jarren Duran out before he gets to third or make the play. Easy play and throw it to first to end the inning. Throws it late. Story is able to beat out the run. Ump calls it out. Boston challenges the play. Rule on the field gets overturned. Travis Story was saved at first. As you saw from the replay, it was clear by day. He was safe. Barely beat that ball. Urias, if he just was not so hesitant, was able to get that ball out quick, Voth would have been able to finish that inning right then and there instead of throwing an extra 3 to 4 pitches that he did. But he did end the inning with striking out Tristan Casas on an inside ball. Beautiful ball right there for him to make sure not to give up any runs. Henry comes up to bat to lead off the 9th inning and works a 6-pitch walk. Dylan Moore comes in, works I think 3-4 pitches I think, and then he swings at a high fastball, chases it, strikes out. So we have Haniger on first with one out. Ty France comes up to bat. Ty France works like a 1-2 count, gets a ball, hits the right field. Looks like it's going to get a little blooper right in the right field. Just be able to get on base, move Haniger over to second. Ty France on first. Hopefully try to start a rally here to lead to a walk-off win. Nope. Tyler O'Neill continues to haunt us for tonight's game, and he makes has a great reaction with off the bat from Ty France, able to make a snag over in right field. As a line out, Ty France lines out to him, putting that 2 down. Mitch Haniger on first against Kenley Jansen. Coming down to our final out, and Luke Raley swings to the first pitch, inside ball, misses it. 0-1 count. Swings at another ball. Gets a ball in the strike zone this time. Swings at it, misses. Get an 0-2 strike. We come down to our final strike of the game. Kenley Jansen throws one on the outside of the strike zone over to the right side, heading towards the right-hand batter's box, and Luke Raley chases it, swings, misses. Strike 3, end of your ball game. Boston Red Sox beat our Seattle Mariners 6-4 opening night, with Brian Bayo taking the win, Luis Castillo taking the L, and Kenley Jansen with the save. All right, my post-game thoughts. JP struggled. I did not like at all what I saw from JP. It is opening day, so I won't be overreacting. Julio, wish he could have been from our superstar. Not great for a one-hit game. Still got more games to play. Polanco was solid. Would have been amazing for that home run to make him a 2-for-3 game. It would have been great to see him. Definitely think I'm going to predict this now. I'm calling my shot right here. First episode right here. I'm calling my shot. Jorge Polanco will be a All-Star this year, as long as he stays healthy. Mitch Garver has a rough debut. He's able to get that one double late. Able to get a double late in the 8th inning, I believe, over in the left field wall. Cal, once again, I'm going to speak on it again. Cal Raleigh with just an infield single. It was his one and only hit. He hits the ball off the grounder. Second baseman tries to make the jump throw to first. Throws off line. Cal Raleigh's beats it out. Safe at first for an infield single. Other than that, Cal Raleigh, every ball he hit was just on the ground. He ground out to second base for all 4 at-bats, if I'm correct. Well, for 3 at-bats, he grounded out. A lot of soft contact from Cal. Not the greatest at-bats we would like to see from our star catcher. Mitch Haniger, for his welcome home back in the Mariners debut, goes 2-for-3 with that single and a 2-run shot, with also a walk. Mitch Haniger is your Seattle Mariners MVP of tonight's game, even though we did take the L 6-4. Canzone goes 0-for-2, wasn't able to translate spring training over. It is just on the first game. Hopefully he's able to figure it out within the next game if he's starting tomorrow. If not, off the bench, whatever he comes up to bat next, whether it's tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday, he's able to show what he showed in spring training. We did eventually get a Dylan Moore pitch hit for Canzone in the 7th inning, which we all do know led to a 2-run blast to bring the game within 1 run, 5-4, before Boston was able to later on make it a 6-4 ball game, and Dylan Moore strikes out with his second at-bat in the 9th inning. That led to a first out of the 9th inning after a Mitch Haniger walk. Ty France, not good. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't poor. Again, unlucky with that last in the 9th inning where he could have got a single, but O'Neill makes it has a great reaction off reading the ball off the bat, able to make a catch for Ty France to line out. France did hit a couple grounds out. My biggest takeaway from this game is the soft contact. A lot of soft contact. Not a lot of balls. Not a lot of great hit balls put into play. Not good for us. Josh Rojas, once again, he had that one good ball, first at bat. I believe it was the 3rd inning. Clobbers it. It looks like it was probably going to carry out. We could have finished the game with Mariners having 4 batters hitting 4 home runs of the day's game. Would have been phenomenal to see that. Would have been a great opening day game, but with the cold weather early on in Seattle, kept Rojas and Polanco from hitting a home run tonight, leaving them with warning track powers. Luis Ariz has a decent outing. His at-bat wasn't that bad. Could be better. Whether his shoulder played an impact with his decision-making right there with the terrible defensive play that led to a Trevor Story safe at first. I didn't cost us any runs, but it's just a little frustrating because you could have just ended it and both could have saved both 4 pitches. It's not like he worked himself a lot. He only pitched the top of the 9th, while Bolton was the one that pitched 2 innings, stretched it out to 2. And Luke Raley, if this is the Luke Riley we have, it's not good. I know it's one game. I know he looked like he was picking it up towards the end of spring training, where I think the last spring training game he had a double and a triple. Hopefully, it's just the pressure got to him or something. Right here at the bottom of the ninth, trying to force something to play, that he swung at all three pitches that led to a strikeout. Takeaways, I know Mariners had a 26% strikeout rate, going 9 for 34 in today's at bats. 9 of the 34 at bats ended with a strikeout. We know Jerry and Justin and the front office's main focus was cutting out the strikeouts for this lineup. Opening day, 9 strikeouts. It's not the worst all around. We did only held Brian Bayo to only 2 strikeouts, so we did good against the starting pitcher. But other than that, it was the pitching staff for Boston held the Seattle Mariners offensive bats to only 8 hits while only scoring 4 runs. Would have been nice for more. But it was a little rough outing for the offensive side and our pitching staff here. Well, I would like to talk about heading over to the team's overall performance. Castillo, after 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 1 home run with a 7.20 ERA, as spoken earlier. Castillo's biggest takeaway was just the lack of command, lack of finding the strike zone. His fastball looked good. He threw his fastball through 3 innings, 75% of the time. I don't know exactly if that's because he was working on a lot of his off-speed pitches during spring training, so he didn't throw the fastball as much as he would have liked. So he wanted to get a lot of fastballs in for opening day to be ready for long-term for the season. I don't know exactly how his fastball ended the game after 5 innings, but I know through 3 he was 75% of the time fastball. I think it probably still finished about 70% of the time, I would say, after 5 innings. Saucedo came in, looked like he knew the strike zone. He was throwing a lot. He gave up 2 unlucky hits. One of them that led to a poor play by Dom Canzone over in left field that ended in a triple that eventually turned into an earned run. Or we'd be talking about a Saucedo 2 hits with no earned runs with maybe 1, maybe 2 strikeouts for his outing. Cody Bolton comes in for 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, and gave up 1 home run. Again, we could have been talking about a Cody Bolton 1 inning, 1 perfect inning with a 1-2-3. Yes, he didn't have a strikeout, but could have been talking about a shutout, a perfect 1 inning game, but elected to stretch him out for 1 more inning. That led to first pitch 8th inning solo shot from Tyler O'Neill to make MLB history. But other than that, he was able to still shut down the Boston Red Sox to hold off the 8th inning after that home run. Then you have Austin Voth, the Renton kid, from the Baltimore Orioles, going 1 inning, give up 2 hits, 1 strikeout. And personally, it counts as I can't remember. I believe it was an infield single for it was an infield single for Trevor Story. If Urias just makes a better decision right there and gets the ball out to Ty Franciner, we could be talking about an Austin Voth 1 inning or 1 hit and 1 strikeout outing, which looks good for those 2 guys if they're able to maintain it. What we know is that we have Matt Brash, Gregory Santos, and Brian Wu off on the 15-day IL, and Sam Haggerty's on the 10-day IL. So it's a lot of questions for this bullpen. I mean, it's not like serious questions. It's just the main question is what guys are able to maintain their spots in this bullpen for the season, and what shows some struggles and what gets removed from the bullpen once Matt Brash and Gregory Santos is healthy and ready to play. But that is your opening day game of your Seattle Mariners. Final score, Boston 6, Mariners 4. Brian Bayo takes the win over the Seattle Mariners, and Luis Castillo takes the loss on opening night, with Kenley Jansen closing it out to secure the win for Boston. We have Game 2 tomorrow. We have Kirby on the mound versus Nick Pivetta. I will be dropping a Game 2 preview tomorrow. I want to give so for this, I want to give a big shout out to my two inspirations that got me ignited this inspiration inside of me to want to start a podcast. Um, Shout out to Tight End Gonzalez and Colby Patnode over on Locked On Mariners. Go check them out if you haven't. Every milestone they hit in subscribers, Colby always does a giveaway. Whether it's he always giving away cards. Whether it's like last one I think I saw was like a signed Harry Ford. I don't know if he ever gave it away, if they ever reached the milestone in time. They do have a due dates of milestones, but he is willing to give away some cards that are autoed cards. Definitely cards that you guys want to get your hands on. If you haven't already, go check them out. Go help them out to keep being the number one. Got to get them to be the number one most subscribed Locked On Mariners podcast. Shout out to them. Go check them out. And for my other ones from Joe and Colton over at Mariner Mojo, hoping all of you guys already know who they are. If you haven't already, once again, check them out. Both I'll have the links to both of those guys, both Locked On Mariners and Mariner Mojo, aka the Hit It Here podcast and the Locked On Mariners podcast. Links will be in my description. As for others, my Twitter link will be also there. So if you haven't already, go follow me on Twitter. I'll give you guys updates on whether what's to come with my podcast episodes, and I'll be also constantly tweeting out about baseball, tweeting out about our Seattle Mariners and what my opinions on it throughout the game, my reactions. But yeah, definitely go check me out. I'm always active over there on podcast on Twitter /X, whatever you guys want to call it, over at MarinersWrld. Once again, my link will be in the description. Make sure you guys check out the description for all the links to both inspiration channels of Locked On Mariners and Mariner Mojo. And as for my Twitter. But for what's to come for this channel, I want to do more of these post-game shows. Whether I'm not sure yet. Comment down below if you think I should keep this as as videos of post-game shows, or should I elect to do post-game live shows where we fans can sit and talk about the Mariners and speak on our performances, share our opinions and thoughts about that game, that night, that day, whatever the game time may be during that day. Definitely want to do that. I do have other videos I will talk about Mariner players, breaking the rumor news, injury news. I'm gonna be trying to upload consistently on this channel. I definitely want to do something big here with this channel. But no, I'm very excited to grow this channel, to grow this, help show the love of the game of baseball more and more love as it deserves, hoping to induce more and more fans to baseball, and to continue to grow the game of baseball and introduce them to the Seattle Mariners if they may not know them, may not know who Julio Rodriguez or J.P. Crawford is. But it was a nice episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. It was a fun one. Can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow for a Game 2 preview of Episode 2 here on your MarinersWrld Podcast. Yes. Excited. Makes me happy to say that. I can't believe it. And also, what a great day for baseball. We are back. Baseball season is officially back. We officially have 161 games left of the season for our Seattle Mariners. Road to the postseason. I got my books hopefully us making the World Series. Hopefully we do it. Hopefully this is the year. This is something special. We just got to make sure we don't start out very slow and struggle where we're playing 500 ball all the way up till June, where we have to click and we have to catch up to Houston and Texas, as those two did win their ball games tonight. But as for that, Mariners fans, continue, enjoy, get a good night's rest. Game day tomorrow, same time. Well, not same time, at 6:40. I will be at that game. Can't wait. Tomorrow I will obviously give you guys the Game 2 preview before I leave, is when I plan on uploading it. And for 2, I will try to do a post-game show. If not, I will get the post-game show Saturday. Try to get up Saturday, record it, and get it up early Saturday, and double upload for Saturday and give you a game preview for Game 3 over on Saturday. Also, game preview for Sunday I'll obviously do for I'm gonna have to triple upload for Saturday. Cause I got it. Depending on what time things work out tomorrow after the game. If not, I might not. I might have to just skip out on a post game show tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't want to. But a busy weekend. We got Easter coming up on Sunday, so I will be missing the game. So post game show might have to be. You'll probably see my reaction to the box score and everything. I will obviously be keeping track of the game. Maybe it might be. I will keep track. If not, I might be busy. I might not be able to keep track. But other than that, Mariners, it is time to win this series against Boston. Can't just let this one game go and lose a series. Can't start the season off that way. We got to come out, win these next 3 games, and go into the Cleveland series riding hot on Monday. No, on Tuesday, I mean. But that's going to be it. Mariners fans, baseball fans, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Charting's up, baby. Charting up.